Hey all, so this one is a special livery for Jeremy over at the Sim Racing Corner. Jeremy has a great channel where he does reviews, and these reviews are often on sort of lower priced budget items for your rig or your sim racing setup. I've found them really helpful in setting up, transducers and buying certain parts like that to add some immersion to my rig. So I've found those videos really helpful. He also does many videos on other equipment, even higher end things. He just recently did a video on the new Pico VR headset, and he has done some comparison with the Moza releases for their wheelbases recently as well. So I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. Definitely check him out, and I'm subscribed, and he's always putting out really helpful videos on, like I said, some budget items that might interest you or even higher end items. So here's the livery. I emailed Jeremy earlier because I wanted to make sure that I would be okay to use his logo and put this out there into the world. And he had no problem. He said, that sounds great. So he sent me his idea of one of the cars he would like to see the livery done for. And it was the Formula USA 2023. I know it's been a big hit in the community. A lot of us really like this new addition to AMS2. So here it is. I incorporated his logo as best I could on the side and in other spots on the car, including his YouTube channel link along the side, which took a little bit of finesse to wrap it to that little section of the vehicle. One special request from Jeremy was to include SimCat in the livery somehow, and I was able to do that, putting SimCat on the front here along for the ride. Every time I see it, it makes me laugh. I think it's pretty fun. And if you follow Jeremy's channel, you'll recognize SimCat from interrupting him during his reviews sometimes.
What you can do is increase the tension by just using a hex key. And if you screw it in, you can increase the tension. All right, SimCat? Yes. And yeah, that certainly increases it.
SimCat's awesome. What a great assistant. So now that she's made an appearance on a livery, I guess that opens the door to add Walter Waffles to a future livery as well. Walter's our cat, and I'll leave a link to his Instagram account in the description. He's a little bit famous. This was a bit more of a challenge than some of the other liveries I've done. I haven't done like a formula style vehicle livery yet, and they do have quite a bit less space sort of to work with. And also the mesh doesn't line up exactly correctly, like one-to-one when you try to draw like a line from one section of the vehicle to another. So my idea was I wanted to use Jeremy's logo with the swooping C sort of line and carry those lines into the car in other ways. So this required that I lined up these certain sections very carefully so that the lines would connect as they ran up the car, specifically the red line that kind of comes up around the cockpit area from the underside of the vehicle. And with a good look at it now in the showroom, let's take it out on track and see what it looks like out on the course. See you there. All right, here we are at Road America. SimCat takes off. I can see why Jeremy wanted to have this one done up for a livery, the new Formula 2023. It's one of the more fun cars now in the game, having just been released recently. It also features the new tire model. And I noticed during the race, I tried to do some commentary while racing, and holy cow, with the speed of this car and having to use the boost button and everything combined, trying to do a voiceover at the same time was really challenging. So kudos to any creators out there that can pull that off. While I was doing the race, I noticed that the new tire model, if you lock up the wheels and damage the tire by putting like a flat spot, it really comes through in the force feedback more so than it has in the past. So your wheel will really tell you if you've damaged your tires. The other thing is that it does come with a boost button that you can map this vehicle. So how that works is after you're done your first lap, starting on the second lap, you can depress the boost button, keep it depressed as long as you want to be using the boost. There's two things though that you'll have to keep in mind. One is that it does use more fuel doing this, so you want to make sure you have enough fuel on board if you intend on using the boost button quite a bit during a race. The other thing is you want to prepare to have a little bit more room in your braking area coming off of a straight, because if you've used the boost, you're going to come in quite a bit hotter than you would if you were not. It does add quite a bit of speed to the vehicle. So here's the new livery. I just want to ask you guys, if you want to leave a comment, how's the format? Like, is it fine? You know, I show the car in the showroom for a little bit. We kind of talk about the design and the ideas for it. And then we move to the track and sort of show it out on course. Let me know if that format's okay. I don't want these videos to be super too long, you know, but it's nice to show off the work that I've done for people, and it's just out of appreciation for maybe their contributions in the comments, or their contributions like Jeremy with his awesome channel that provides all kinds of tips and resources and reviews on sim racing equipment that I know we all appreciate, helping us in our purchases. It's not cheap, this hobby, right? So it's nice to get other people who can test things out, and without people like Jeremy testing out the different Moza wheelbases or some of the even crazy low-end priced stuff he can find online for like sequential shifters or transducers, things like that. There's a little bit of an off track. You know, it's kudos to channels like that can give us some reviews on equipment and not have to have us be the guinea pigs to try it all out. All right. On that note, yeah, let me know if the format's okay in the videos, and I really appreciate you all stopping by. Jeremy, I hope you enjoy the new livery, and we'll see you next time.